Sad and unfortunate occurrence following heavy downpour. Experts say this should not be a surprise for reasons such as the annual seasonal rainfall prediction, of which meteorologist Modupe Ogunwale is a part of. She shares some of the information and predictions for 2018.
We're in the El Nino year. That is when the sea temperature is high. The sea temperature, the top water on the sea, the temperature is higher than normal. So when you have that, you have evaporation taking place. And this goes all the way to the hinterland and form rain there. And depending on how much the earth had been heated up, you know, the rain, the clouds formation also gets bigger. So by the time it comes down, you have lots of rain coming down. And when you have lots of it coming down, the clouds will be depleted, quickly. So that's why you have flash floods. And if, while it's coming down, another set of moisture comes in from another area to this, if it's a system, then that's why you have elongated rainfall. It continues for a day, 2 or some, 3 days. Then you have more water coming down. But you see, the climate has been so hot. I mean, the temperature of everywhere in the world now is higher than normal. So it had been predicted that the rainy season, for instance, for Lagos area, will start in February. But the quantity of rain that you have will not be as much as last year's one. Last year was the hottest year within the last 5-10 years. And when you have such conditions, you have stormy weathers after them. This year, the rainy season came, well, sparsely in February. But as we moved into May, June, it actually started. And I believe we're already in we're nearing the little dry season that we normally have every year, which had gone. It's supposed to start, it was predicted that it will start by the end of July. And this goes for about 1 or 2 weeks. There will be no rain. But it will be cloudy, just like the condition we have now. It will be cloudy and cool, but no rain. You think rain is coming, but you won't see it. But by the time it comes back, it will come with lots of rains and so on. The flash floods will come, but if you do not disturb the way it goes, it drains out of that place, then you won't have much havoc created with such rains. The governors of all the states, they have to be ready for the rains, because if you don't clear where the drainage should go to, it will cause problem. That's what is happening. And Lagos State had already realized that from the past experiences that they have. They haven't finished, they're on it. You can see that they are trying to make sure that all places have drainages. If you have a town with no drainage, all the water will just accumulate there, and it will become a flood, and it will be very hazardous to human living. So I want to advise that from all these experiences that each of these states are having, they should prepare for the rains. Preparing for the rains is to make sure that drainages are not blocked. And when the rain comes, there's a path the flood will take, and it will be outside places where people are living.
Blocking of the canals and natural flow of water was the case in Benue State. On August 27, 2017, residents of Idiye village in Makurdi, the Benue State capital, woke up to their homes and belongings submerged in early hours flooding. The flood claimed 3 lives and displaced over 240,000 persons.
In 2017, we were badly affected with the flood. We vacated the house, which I spent over 8 years to construct. We left the house and we were there at the IDP for a very lengthy period. But today, by the grace of God, the excavation has started and is going on well. As of yesterday, if you see the log of water that accumulated here, it was something much. But this morning, you see the impact of the excavation. Water has gone and is flowing freely. So I think I'm very happy.
Mr. Baba's happiness is because the federal government has reacted and began the Idiye River Basin Canalization Project as part of the short-term solution to the perennial flooding in Makurdi and other parts of Benue State.
I've been talking, of course, to His Excellency, the governor of the state. One of the things that the president wants us to do is to find a permanent solution to this perennial flooding in Benue State. And this is why we're engaging, well, this is why I've been having these meetings with this meeting with His Excellency, the governor. We're trying to devise a strategy and trying to look at all of the issues, the costing and all of that. This has to be a collaboration between the federal government, the state government, and the local governments also.
The State Commissioner for Water Resources and Environment is working closely with the federal government's delegation on the project.
Deseating, or we are excavating what we call the Idiye Basin here in Makurdi, Benue State. And the reason for this excavation is as a result of the perennial flooding that occurs in Benue State. The major canal that conveys the water around metropolis to the river Benue, it is what is called the Idiye Basin. It expands from the river up to a place we call the Naka Road. It is very long. A particular phase of the basin was constructed in between 2003 and 2007, some years ago. But major chunk of the work is still pending. We wrote to the federal government for assistance for intervention because the work is capital intensive. As we are talking now, federal government has sent a delegation to take a part and construct of the Idiye Basin. Right now, they are doing the survey from the Zone 4 to the Naka Road of the basin. What is left out of that is from Zone 4 that links with the Constitutional Road to the remaining part of the basin. So what we are doing now is to excavate this basin so that it will be able to accommodate the water and convey the excess water that comes from the stormwater to River Benue. By the time we are through with this work, major parts of that which caused flooding in Makurdi metropolis will be solved.